Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone has had a great few weeks. I know that I have been kind of slacking on my videos, but I have been there's been a cold that's been going around my job, and it's gone around like 3 times. And of course, every single time I got it, and I would get like a really bad sore throat to the point that I couldn't talk. So I currently have a video uploading now, and then I hope to have this one uploaded this week. Sorry, I'm like logging into my computer to make sure it's still going. In today's video, I am going to be testing out Makeup Revolution's, I think this is the fast-based stick foundation, and I'm also going to be testing out their fast-based concealer. The concealer is in the shade C11, and it says the lightweight buildable coverage to conceal dark circles and imperfections. And then the foundation is in the shade F5. So hopefully this one matches, unlike the last Makeup Revolution that I bought. Last one I bought was a little bit on the yellow side. So hopefully this one is right on. And then I also have a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of Makeup Revolution products, because you know they're like a lower end brand and they're way more affordable. Ulta tends to have a lot of sales on their products, so like you can buy something for $15 and you get like a free like 5-piece set. So I mean, I take advantage of those deals. I mean, who wouldn't? Like seriously, who wouldn't? But I don't have an eyebrow pencil. I don't believe I have mascara or eyeliner from them, but I do have lipstick, multiple highlighters. I have a bronzer, a blush, several eyeshadow palettes. However, I did decide to go with their rose gold chocolate palette, which looks like this. And I decided to go with this one just based off of the colors I have on, because there's a lot of pinks and reds in it. And then this is their Golden Sugar 2 Rose Gold Blush Palette. But if you open her up, she kind of looks like highlighters to me. Let's see. Yeah, like they're all really shimmery, and when I look for a blush, you know, I kind of want like a matte blush. Yeah, that one's not too bad, but it's also really light. Like you can barely see it on my complexion. That was this one here. So what I am probably going to do is use this palette for my highlighter and then use the matte blush for my blush. I do have a matte lipstick. Let me look really quick to see if I have any eye products. My eye products container is nowhere near as full as my lipstick container. I have a ton of stuff for the lips. So there is no eyeliner. I mean, there's no mascara. I don't believe there's an eyeliner either. No, nope. I have neither of those from Makeup Revolution. So let's see about picking out something that I have not tried from another brand. So how about we're gonna try out this MAC 3D in Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. And then for the eyeliner, so we're gonna try out the Ico London That's Where I Draw the Line eyeliner, and I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see how it goes. The pencil part is the pen part is a little bit thicker than what I like, but I'll try and see how it goes. We are going to get started. And since Makeup Revolution is a little bit on the lower end, I am going to step away from using the Tarte bases. I am running out. And we're going to go back to the basics and use our e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer and our Mineral Infused Face Primer. I believe I lost it. Oh, no, right here it is. Okay, so my Oil Control Primer Mist. I have been looking for that for a long time, and it's been in the drawer of my vanity. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started with the moisturizer. As always, I do the mineral infused face primer first, and then I spray with the oil control primer mist just to control that oil in my T-zone. I haven't had any problems with any of the other primers that I've been trying with oiliness, and it may just be because it's getting cold outside. So, you know, my skin isn't like, I'm not sweating as much. I do get hot a lot. So, I mean, that's always something good when, you know, you don't have all of that unnecessary sweating in your T-zone and your makeup's disappearing. So, yeah, I haven't had any problems. But since I am using this mineral control primer, mineral infused primer, I am going to use this. I do want to try out some different primers from e.l.f. because, I don't know, this one works, but I want to see what their other primers do with a different consistency, because this is like really like silicone-y and it just kind of looks nasty. And the other primers that I've tried have been like a little bit more like milky and watery and not as like stiff. So I would be interested to see how other e.l.f. products hold up on my skin as far as primers go. And I always just wait like a little bit to spray my primer mist. I just want the mineral primer to dry a little bit before I wet my face again. So this will be my very first time trying out a stick foundation. I have seen tutorials and everyone just kind of like wipes it on their face. I kind of feel like I don't like that because it's not really that sanitary. So like anything that's on your skin is going to transfer onto the stick. So I'm going to do it because I may or may not use this again anyway, so I might as well just do it the way I've seen it done. I am really upset because I cannot find anywhere my Wander Beauty eyebrow pencil. And as we know, that is my favorite pencil because the pencil is so skinny and it looks so natural, and I cannot find it. So I have been stuck using my e.l.f. one, and the pencil is like entirely too thick. It's either that or my Bare Minerals, and the Bare Minerals pencil keeps falling apart. And that thing retails for like $12 or $15, and it should not be falling apart, okay? All I do is put on my eyebrows. I have my e.l.f. brow pencil here. Do you see how thick this thing is? I really got spoiled with that Wander Beauty pencil. So anyways, while my face is still like drying, because this is a stick foundation, so I don't want it to like, I'm not going to be dabbing it on my face. I mean, I will, but I won't. Like, it'll be applying it directly to my face. I want my primers to dry before I start applying anything else to it. I can't do this. Okay, I need a mirror. I had no idea things were saved in there. And that's sad because I just used it yesterday. I always hate what my brows look like when I use this pencil because it is so thick and it's kind of dark. But we are just going to roll with it today. So I just kind of do my outline and then I fill it in a little bit and then I brush it through. Because again, it is so very thick. Though, like 3 swipes will do my whole brow. Like, it is insane how thick that brush is. I really want to find my Wander Beauty so that I can go back to having much nicer looking brows. At this point, my face is pretty much dry. Oh my god, I hate my brows. I'm gonna wipe them off. At this point, my face is dry, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the foundation. Second layer was better in those problem areas. Obviously, you can still see the scars on my chin, so I mean, it's not perfect, but it is better. So, on to concealer. So hopefully this covers everything that did not cover. One thing that I do not like about this is it has this little puff ball. So you twist until the product comes out. So there it comes out, and then you're just supposed to apply to the skin. I also feel like this kind of that is so dark. This kind of concealer is kind of unsanitary too, because you're just rubbing the same little cloth onto your skin without cleaning it, which I guess I could clean it, but I would be afraid that that would like impact the actual product. But let's see how this blends out. It is darker than I thought it was going to be, but let's see what happens. So that's blended out. It blended out nicely. It does not have the coverage that I want. Let's try a second layer of concealer. So this concealer is kind of like a no bueno for me. Yeah, it's like literally doing nothing. And on the tube, it literally says it's lightweight buildable coverage to conceal dark circles. Well, I hate to break it to you, Make a Revolution, but I can still see my circles. It does say buildable. So this is layer number 3 on my chin and 2 under my eyes. Let's see what happens. I'm having the problem that I had when I did the last video I did. And the bags under my eyes just aren't disappearing, which is fine. Layer number 3 took care of most of the scarring on my chin. I don't see the dark circles under my eyes, but like I said, I can still see the bags. I mean, I can still see my dark circles a little bit. So at this point, layer number 2 under my eyes, layer number 3 on my chin, I'm going to go in with another concealer. Since we're using Makeup Revolution, I'm going to try and see what their Conceal and Hydrate does. This is a little bit lighter, so maybe that will help a little bit. Okay, so I think that looks a little better. Obviously you can still see the bags under my eyes, but the dark circles are gone a little bit more, not gone completely. But let's hurry this along, and I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Total Face Brush to do that. I want to take the hair out. And I'm using my Ciate London Extraordinary Face Powder to set my face today. Okay, so after setting my face looks a lot better. It feels pretty good. Not noticing any itching or anything so far. We'll do cheeks first. I think I kind of got the hang of the bronzer. So we're gonna see what happens here. Again, this is the I'm gonna use my e.l.f. bronzing brush, but this is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze. Well, for Halloween this year, I decided to be a skull face. And in that, it helped me understand what bronzer was a little bit more, so it kind of like helps to sculpt out the cheeks. I used a lot of bronzer. I did try out this palette that I got in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. It did wonders because it has darker shades in it, and obviously to get that sunken look, you need a really deep color. I did end up using that along with just a black face cream, you know, typical Halloween makeup. But it turned out pretty good. If you check out my Instagram, I'll post a link down below. You can see what it looks like. It obviously wasn't the best because obviously I'm still a beginner. But I think it turned out pretty well, and I got a lot of compliments at work for it. So I was overall proud of myself. And I'm sorry that I'm like looking around, but the blush that I had disappeared on me. I have no idea where that blush went, so I'm going to do what I said I wasn't going to do, and I'm going to use one out of this palette. I'm just going to go with this. I know it's more of a blush lighter, but we'll make it work. And I'm just going to use my Ulta Beauty blush brush, and I think I'm going to mix it with the lighter shade, which was more like matte, just so that it's like not as shimmery. So there's that. And then I'm going to use this Tarte brush. It's like an angled brush. This is what I've been using to apply my highlights. I'm going to go in with this golden one here, just right above, obviously right above the blush and the bronzer. It for this part of my face. Now on to the eyes. So for my And just I'm going to go with my own. It's like a, sorry, it's like a brown shade. So this one right here is called My Own. I'm just going to pop that in the crease. And as I said, I'm going to go with a little bit more reds today. So let me grab an eyeshadow brush. I'm going to do the outer corner first. So I'm going to use the smaller Ulta Beauty eyeshadow brush. They're all called eyeshadow brushes. And I'm going to try out this shade here. And that is called Side Chick. Nice shade name. And I'm just going to use that on the outer corner. So that's applied. And then I'm just going to use my my crease brush again, just to kind of like pull that into my crease a little bit and blend it out a little bit. For the actual lid, that one would have been good to use on my actual lid. Hold on, let me look at another palette. And this is one that I've used multiple times, this Makeup Revolution Flawless 3 Resurrection palette. Yeah, so yeah, I was right. So for the lid, I'm going to go with this here. And it's just like slightly lighter than what I use on my outer corner. It's a very similar shade though. This palette does have more fallout than the chocolate palettes. I'm also just going to bring this shade down below, as you can see I'm doing now. And that's mainly because it decided to fall out on the bottom lash line of this one. And it's such a dark shade, it'll be a little bit harder for me to get it off without leaving like some kind of like staining. So that's it for that palette. So like I said, a lot of what's left in here is shimmers. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Barbie here. I'm going to use my Tarte eye brush and apply Barbie, which is this little shade right here, to my lid. And that is a very nice shimmer and it matches perfectly. And usually I take it all the way over. I'm not taking it all the way over. I'm stopping where I put the darker shade on my outer corner today. I'm going to use this e.l.f. eyeliner brush to apply Barbie to my bottom lash line. And I had a lot of problems with moving around the Resurrection 3 palette. I'm not having any problems with this one. This one is blending out really nicely. Like the colors are blending together like perfectly. So I definitely like this palette. It does have some fallout. I mean, it's not a super expensive palette, so I mean, I kind of expect that. So for my inner corner, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do gold. I think I'm going to go with this one, and I think this is, yeah, it's called Luxe. So I'm going to go with Luxe. And I'm going to use, this came with the palette, so I'm going to use this to apply to my inner corner, just because it's like a little bit easier to get in there with these kind, even though it's not really picking up the product. A lot of times when I use brushes, it kind of puts the shimmer where I don't want it. Give it a second. So it's like flaking off in the pan. And I honestly went to the color below it. So it's like really chunky and clunky, and I don't know, but it does have pigment. And it does a shimmer, and it's going literally everywhere, and it's kind of making me angry. This side, it did not come on as well as the other side, but looks fine to me. So lips are last. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. I forgot about the eyeliner and the mascara. Let's hope I don't ruin this. This one is too chunky for me, but it's going on okay. I'm trying to use the very tip of it, and it's just not working out really well on there. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, not my favorite. It's not as smooth as the Too Faced. I'm gonna leave it there, but I'm going to cover it with some more Barbie and just blend it out. As I've said before, this is my way of like covering my eyeliner and making it look a little bit better. Just recovering it with whatever your topper is. It makes like any like imperfections a little bit less noticeable. Obviously the eyeliner is much darker than whatever your topper is, unless you're using black or like a dark blue, but It makes it look a little better in my opinion, and that's a trick that I have. Last, we have eyeliner, and again we're using the MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Lash. I really like the bristles on this brush. Like, it's really easy to put this on my bottom lashes. Like, I think that's the easiest I've ever had mascara going on my bottom lashes. Eyes are done. I do like that. I really like the brush on that mascara. I can't really say if I absolutely like the mascara yet. Depends if it flakes off during the day. But last we have lips. So my options for lips are this exclusive shade or one that fell on the floor, of course, because everything falls on the floor. This is a matte liquid lipstick, and it is really pinky. Let me just show you. I'm going to go with the regular lipstick. This is like way too pink, and it kind of has an orangish tint, so this is like more nude. So we're going to go with this. That shade is weird. It's like brown. It doesn't look like that. It's gonna look like that when it goes on me, but it does. It's not bad, and it's neutral, so it matches the lipstick. So face is done. So let's do setting spray, and my new fave setting spray. It took me forever to try it, which is this Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but it is my absolute favorite, and my makeup literally lasts all day when I use this. So Urban Decay, if you purchase stuff from Ulta, they do a lot of like free samples, and a lot of times it is their setting spray. So I have like 4 samples of their setting spray, and I cannot be any happier because I absolutely love it. But this is today's look. Let me take my cat ears off. This is officially today's look. The cat ears totally messed up my curls, but it's okay. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the day to let you know how this makeup held up and what I think of the foundation and concealer. I really like my eyes today. I do. But again, yes, I will see you in a little bit, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Bye bye now. Hey guys, I am back with the end of day update video. So you can probably tell already my chin is bare. You can see the scar on my nose. I can still see some blush. Eyes held up pretty good. Eyebrows are still there. I see highlights. Looks like any areas where it was just foundation, like you can see spotting on my forehead too. Any areas where it was just foundation, it looks like it kind of disappeared. So it did not last the full day. This is almost 12 hours. So I put on around 9. It's now almost 8:30. So it's probably a little after 9, closer to 10 that I was actually done with my makeup. I did use the All Nighter setting spray, which is a really good setting spray, so I don't think the setting spray had anything to do with it. It's just the foundation just didn't last. But I'm going to go wash my face and give you my final update. Oh, I forgot. Lipstick, completely gone. I did reapply it once, but then it didn't last through eating, so I just didn't bother because I was at home. It lasted, standard amount of time for a lipstick to last, so just have to keep reapplying it every time you eat or drink something. Typical. But I'm going to wash my face and I'll be back. Okay guys, so my face is all clean now. I didn't really notice any like bumps. So this, whatever this is here, has been here. I do have some redness, which I will keep an eye on, but I don't see any bumps or anything. So as of now, for my sensitive skin, it did work. And it was the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Foundation and Concealer, and I used a bunch of other Makeup Revolution products, and then I used my e.l.f. bases. So yeah, another successful day, but it did not last as long as I would have liked it to. Like if I wore it to work, it would have worn off, but all in all, you know, no irritation. So it is something that I can use again, and I probably will. Whether I purchased it again or not, I'm not really sure. I didn't really care for the concealer. I did have to mix it with the Conceal and Hydrate concealer to cover the bags under, or the dark circles under my eye, and it said it was specifically designed for dark circles, so that's a little off-putting. But all in all, good day. Eye makeup lasted, like I said, just started to disappear, you know, down here on my nose, typical areas. But yeah, I did like it. It did match my skin. I didn't feel like I had anything on my face. So yeah, that's all I have for today. I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the night. Bye now.